Well, I moved to Colorado, specifically South Boulder here, in 1997, and I met Joel shortly thereafter. I don't remember exactly how his orbit intersected with mine, but as soon as it did, I recognized he was one of the good people. And we had quite a bit in common. I had moved here because I graduated, had nothing to do, except I knew I loved the mountains. And I had a friend who had started a pizza place, so I could drive pizzas with my college degree. And, I came out and met Joel, and he was kind of an inspiration to get going in some of the things I did outdoors. But everyone here knows how passionate he was about his outdoor adventures, whether it was on skis, or on foot, or on a bike, or on a snowboard. But he was also very passionate about things he wasn't directly involved in as a performer or a player or an athlete. I enjoyed seeing quite a few concerts with him over the years, and like me, he has a really diverse and sometimes inexplicable taste in music. He could listen to anything from jazz to rock to reggae to orchestral music to things you may have never heard before, and ask him how you can get a hold of that. He was also, as most of you know, a huge football fan. On Saturdays, there's this Alabama Crimson Tide.
Roll Tide!
One time for Joel. Roll Tide! Roll Tide! But on Sundays, it's all about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Drink. So most Sundays, he'd join my friend Jeff over there and myself to cheer for his Pittsburgh Steelers. Drink. I threw that in extra. Cheering and screaming with Joel and Jeff at a game down in Denver when the Steelers played the Broncos until we all lost our voices is a memory I'll remember forever. But as it got later each season, we knew snow was accumulating up in Summit County. Joel and Jeff and I are riders ourselves, so we'd usually spend all day Saturday up there, and we knew the lure of it. But we knew Joel was likely to be pulled away to go ride. And we actually, over the years, we were watching games together since the late 90s, and fairly consistently. We developed a pretty good prediction model based on the snowpack in the mountains, the point spread of the football game, and how many days it had been since Joel went riding. So we got really, really good at it. There might have been a few bets on it. But, luckily, when playoffs come around in mid-January and beyond, the games often start later in the day, so you can go up and you can get almost a full day of riding in and still get home and watch the game. So those of you familiar with A Basin, or Arapahoe Basin, know that if you ride down the turbo run, and just bomb it, on the Pally lift are often known to, cheer and clap or make fun of you if you bite it. But you get an entirely different reaction if you go down it waving a terrible towel over. I won't go into detail, but you get an entirely different reaction. But so in the future, if you happen to notice Alabama is playing, Roll Tide. Or if you happen to notice the Steelers are playing, maybe think of Joel and offer up a little extra cheer for him. I know you appreciate it. And on Wednesday night, I thought Kaylin made a great suggestion. Thank you, Kaylin, for offering up a cheer for all of Joel's many varied accomplishments. And I figured, now that we're out here on top of the mountains he loves so much, this would be a fitting venue for an encore. So here's to Joel.
Anyone got the guts to follow that one up?
I have a question. Where did his love of the Steelers come from?
Do you have the answer?
No.
Excellent question. Yeah, anyone up for answering what the Steelers originate from for an Alabama boy?
Just like Jeff and I were.
Because I don't understand it for the life of me, but
No, we
Anyone
don't
know?
have a professional team to choose from our
is this if
home
you know the
state,
answer?
nor did Cole for being an Alabama
Alex?
kid. So
Alex has the floor.
he very quickly chose the winning team at the time of his young childhood, and he's brave enough to get through it.
I'm not considering it credible from the Steelers fan.
He told me that there were no professional football or athletic teams, sports teams in Alabama. So in the 70s, when he was watching football, I don't know exactly what was going on, but I think the Steelers were doing well. And he was
Yeah, that was
drawn
4
in.
Super Bowl wins.
Yeah. So that is the team. That is the team that I want to root for.
Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart, there you go.
Very good.